Hello friends, welcome back. I hope that you've had a great week. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I've really been in the fall mood and I was looking through my palettes to see like what palette do I want to focus on today, and I think I want to focus on this ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette. This is a relatively new palette to my makeup collection, and I just thought that this palette would be such a beautiful fall eyeshadow palette. I thought it would go really nicely with my dress today. If you don't use eyeshadow primers and you have issues with your eyeshadows, you definitely need to use a primer. I'm gonna first go in with this shade Look at Me, and I'm just using this Morphe M332 brush. And I'm just using like little circular motions and windshield wiper motions to blend that. And I'm kind of pointing the brush upward and almost taking it slightly above my crease. I have really deep set eyes, and this is how I usually blend my crease color. I don't blend it down into the crease, but slightly above the crease. This technique is also really great if you have hooded eyes. And then I'm just gonna blend here in the outer V a little bit as well. I love the Smoke and Roses palette. I just think the shades in here are so pretty and versatile. You can get so many different looks out of this palette. I love the packaging. I just think it looks so pretty. It goes really well with like my background with the roses. We're going in with Tonight, and I'm using that same Morphe M332 brush. But I'm just gonna focus this. Like, I like to stamp this like right on the eyelid like this, and then take it up and over into the crease just to create like a V shape out here. And then I'm just gonna slowly blend in little circular motions. And then I think I might actually grab a little bit of this guy and maybe kind of blend around the edge of Tonight, because I do want it to have like that warm sort of burgundy look. So yeah, I'm just going over top of Tonight with this guy. Then to warm up the top of the crease, I'm gonna go in with the shade Part Time. And I'm just gonna put that shade just like right in here just to kind of warm the top of the crease up a little bit. And to kind of help blend those darker shades. I'm gonna take this shade in Wild Side, and I just packed that color on the Morphe M303, tapped off the excess, and I'm just gonna pat that color on the front part of the lid here. This is just such a beautiful like light cranberry shade. And I got some of Tonight on the opposite side of this flat shader brush, because I want to kind of mix those two colors together right out here so it's blended a bit better. Then I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe, and I'm going to just sharpen up the edge of the shadow over here. This is just going to create more of a lifted look before I do my foundation. Ever since I used this in my video last week, the Rimmel Lasting Finish, I have loved this so much. I'm using the shades 50 and 200. There was a shade in between these two, but when I went to order this off of Amazon, they didn't have that shade available. So I just got the two above and below that and just mix them to get like my perfect shade. How has your week been? Did you have a good week? My week started out a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. Well, no, I take that back, because the Saturday that I'm filming this is like the Saturday before you guys are seeing this video. So Monday was Memorial Day, or not Memorial Day, Labor Day. And that was a good day. Like, I loved the holiday weekend. Spent it with friends and everything and family. On Monday we had like a little cookout, which was really nice, and the weather was gorgeous that day. But like my work week was just kind of like not the best. I think I'm kind of getting to the place where I need to kind of move on to something else. I'm just not feeling fulfilled in my job. I want to look for something else that's going to be a little bit more compatible with doing YouTube a little bit more. Like I want to get like a part-time job. So yeah, we'll just see. But the finish on this foundation is slightly a little bit more glowy and moisturizing. So it's perfect for when the weather is getting a little bit more cool, a little bit more dry, not as humid. And then for my under eye concealer, I've been first going in with this eye brightener. This is from LA Colors, and it's just like their Conceal corrector. And this is in the shade Peach. So this does a really great job of counteracting blue under eye circles. So I'm just going to lightly blend that out. I try not to use too much of this because I don't need a lot of it. It's a pretty strong color. And plus I just don't want to add a lot of extra product on my under eyes because I am going to go over top of this with just like my regular concealer. I just always love fall so much, and I know it's probably like a little bit cliche to like fall, but it's just so beautiful here in Kentucky when the leaves start changing and the weather cools off. I don't know. I think I told you guys that in one of my other videos that it just brings back good memories for me. Like whenever I was in high school, because I was in marching band, I was in color guard in the marching band. And it just always makes me think of like football games and doing our marching band competitions. It just brings back really nice memories for me. So I'm just using the Rimmel Multitasker Concealer on top of that LA Colors color corrector. And then to set my foundation, I'm using the MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder. This has just been my go-to powder. Like I'm probably just gonna keep using it until I use it up. Like this is how much of the pan we're at now. So you could probably go back like, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos ago and see that I had just hit pan on this. So it's definitely a product that I use every single day. And then to set my under eye concealer, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection in the light pink. Off camera, I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows with the Maybelline Build-A-Brow. My go-to favorite brow product. Absolutely love it. So now I'm going to move back to the eyes and finish them out. So on the lower lash line, I'm going to first go in with Look at Me. And I'm just going to use the Sigma Pencil E30 to just smudge that color here on the lower lash line. The next I'm going to go in with a mixture of this guy and Tonight. Just those 2 shades. And I'm just going to smudge these on the lower lash line as well. I'm just using the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells in that light cream shade. And I'm just going to use that to highlight my brow bone and also my inner corner. So I was debating on what blush I want to use today. I have this one from Revlon. And this is in Very Berry, which I think would be really nice with this look. I also have the Morphe Cheek Thrills in Wine and Dine, which is like a really dark berry. So it's like, this one's a little bit more muted compared to that one. This one's like a little darker, a little brighter. I really don't know if I've used Wine and Dine in a video, or if I have, it might have just been once. So maybe I'll use a little bit of this. This is one of those blushes that you need just the tiniest amount of it. So I'm just getting that on this Morphe M241. I'm just dabbing off the excess of the blush on the back of my hand because like I said, you don't need much. And I'm just going to lightly just dab that. And then I'm going to go back over that and just blend it out. Just take whatever's left on this brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my bronzer and then see if I want to add any more of this blush. Like I said, you just got to be so careful with that, especially if you're really fair like me. And then for my bronzer, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This is the foundation in a powder, and this is in the shade Golden Beige. So I just think this makes a beautiful bronzer, even though this is more of just a face setting powder. And I know that they make some that are strictly for bronzing in this line, but I bought this once, I think one summer I got really tan, like last year maybe, and I needed like a darker powder. But now this works out great as a bronzer when I don't have a tan, so. And I find that it lasts really long. Like, I love the tone on this. Just gonna kind of bronze up the sides of my cheeks here. And take whatever's left and just put it here on my nose. Okay, I think I can add just a little bit more blush, so I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more with this Morphe blush. Then for my highlighter, I'm going to use this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I have not used this in a little bit, and I think this would pair really nicely with this look. It's just like a very soft, natural highlight. And then to set everything, I'm just going to lightly set with the Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Finishing Spray. Okay, and then I'm just going to curl up my lashes here with my Tarte Eyelash Curler. And then I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Full-Time Mascara. I'm just going to use this on my upper, and then on the lower I'm going to use the e.l.f. Lash Extender just because I find that that one doesn't smudge. So I pulled 3 lipstick colors to try out this look just to see which one I like best. This is normally what I do when I'm getting ready. Like, I'll pull like a couple of different lip colors, test them out, see what I'm leaning towards. So you can let me know down in the comments out of these 3 which one you like the best with this look. First, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Last Matte Lipstick. This used to be a go-to lipstick color for me. This is in the color Mochalicious. So I'm going to first line my lips with the Hard Candy Instapout in Boyfriend. And then I'm going to go in with Mochalicious. But this is such a throwback lipstick color for me. This one is a little bit darker, so if I want to be like a little bit more vampy, a little bit more intense, I think this is good. And I do really like these Mega Last matte lipsticks from Wet n Wild. I know that they're not as popular as they used to be, but I still really like these. They are really long wearing without being super drying, and they're a matte finish, but I find that they're more of like a soft matte. Like, they're not too matte, like where they just make your lips look crusty or anything like that. Okay, this next color that I'm gonna try on is the NYX Lip IV in Drippin' in Rose. Which this one's a little bit more pink, a little bit more warm toned. It doesn't look bad with this eye makeup and dress and everything, but I don't really think this is my favorite with this. I feel like it's a bit too warm toned for the eye makeup. So I don't think I'm gonna go with this one today. But I do love these NYX Lip IVs. Like, it's so moisturizing. It leaves a little bit of a tint behind. it just feels super comfortable on the lips. Like I think this would be a great product, especially as we get further into winter, just because it's gonna be super hydrating on the lips. Okay, and this last color, I don't think I've ever worn this on camera. Like I bought this last winter, I think, or maybe earlier this spring. This is one of the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shines. And I'm not even for sure if on the packaging it has the shade name of this. I'll just put it up on screen, but it's a very dark, plummy color. Like it's a cool plum burgundy shade, which I think this pairs so nice with the eye makeup. So I'm definitely between the shade and Mochalicious. And I'll go ahead and swatch all these on the back of my hand so you can see how they all compare to each other. Okay, so here we've got the e.l.f. Lip Balm, Mochalicious from Wet n Wild, and then Drippin' in Rose, that NYX Lip IV. So definitely this one is the most cool toned. It's just like a moisturizing tinted lip balm. I feel like the overall like look and vibe that I'm going for today fits better with this e.l.f. tinted lip balm stuff. Their Hydrating Lip Core Shine. I just think this looks really good. So I'm gonna go with this one. You'll have to let me know in the comments which one you liked best with this look, if you would have picked a different one. Like, I mean, I still really liked Mochalicious with this, but I'm kind of wanting something that's a bit more moisturizing on my lips today. So I want to do a real quick outfit of the day because I really like my outfit today. I might start doing this more at the end of my Get Ready With Me videos just because I've really been getting into just like fashion ever since I had my seasonal color analysis done. So yeah, and I know that these colors might not be exactly in my season, but I would consider this more probably like a dark winter, like makeup look and outfit. I am like a dark autumn or a deep autumn, however you want to say that. So yeah, let me just get up real quick and I'll show you guys my outfit of the day. Okay, so I have this cute t-shirt dress, which I got from Amazon. Like I have so many like different colors in this t-shirt dress. Like I just love the fit on this. Like it's super comfortable, really breezy, just easy to wear. And I like that it's a V-neck. I love V-neck. So I just think it's a super versatile little dress. You can dress it up, dress it down. And then like with my jewelry today, these are kind of more vintagey type pieces that I've had for like a really long time. And then my shoes are newer. I'll have to take one of these off and show them to you up close, but these are from Vans. Let me move my work shoes out of the way. These are dirty. But these are like their Mary Jane Creeper shoes, I think is what they're called. But I just think these are super cute and just easy to have like an everyday outfit. Like I've been into like this really edgy style lately. So let me take them off so I can show you what they look like up close. It has this really beautiful embroidered roses on it. I love like this edgy buckle, and it's like slightly a little bit more platformed. They are not like the most comfortable like back here. Like I wish that they were a tad bit more like padded. I just feel like if I had to walk really far in these, that probably would rub and not be the most comfortable. So probably would be better to wear socks with these. But it's like with this outfit, I just feel like socks, it doesn't look right. I mean, I feel like some people can really pull off that look. I don't really feel like I'm that person that can pull it off. And yeah, like also too, these earrings are like vintage. So I know I'm sorry that I can't link any of this stuff like jewelry wise, but I've just really been into vintage type of, you know, thrifting jewelry. And also let me just do like a quick, like up close of the makeup so you guys can see how everything turned out. And like I said, with seasonal color analysis, I would kind of group this more with like a deep winter makeup look than a dark autumn or however deep, dark, whatever. This is more of like the winter version of that. I hope that you all have a great week. Thank you for spending time with me today. And if you enjoyed this, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.